everything is about love. If you're alive, there has to be love.
Here we go!
The minute you know or realize or feel, experience love, I think you know immediately what it is. It's very difficult to explain in rational terms. It's more like a experience, right? And basically what I did in this CD is put love and death as opposed variables in life, not life and death. Or it's a bit like light and darkness, right? So this is about love and death. So I considered that if you have love in your life, you have found a massive piece of why we're here. And if you don't have love in your life, you're on the other side, you're dead, basically. Death, I think, is more or less the same. When you finish doing what you have to do here, you just go over to something else. But I think being here is about finding love. And love may mean many different things for many different people. To me, love is an experience. It's a massive vibration that unites us all, right? And I think it's more about completion of something that we've all come here to attain or to find. Suddenly you get it, and yeah, I call that love. So yeah, this is about love and it's about death. The first song is called I Miss This Rock. It was actually called Valley of Death before, but it was a bit strong for a title, so I decided to change it. And basically what it means is, what it is a story of someone who is dying. Actually, it's a moment of leaving the body, and how with the last breaths you start dropping everything that is material here.
I'm walking through the valley of death, dark inside while out I can see the bright day, and the wind in my eyes makes my thoughts look grey. I travel tonight as I watch my last breath, and what I leave behind is so rotted away. It has seen better days, what was strong is decay.
And there's no way back. But you still have some of the senses. They say that, for example, the hearing is the last sense to be dropped when you die. So if you have someone dying and they're suddenly dead a minute ago, you can still speak something in their ear and they'll get it. They say that that's a very nice thought, actually. Second one is Why. It's a song that has changed. It's probably the oldest song there. I made it when I was very young and pre-teen, actually. The lyrics talked about a kid looking up and talking to the sun, and I decided to redo that song for this CD and change the lyrics, which I did. And this song, the new version of it, now talks about the death of a soldier. It's about a soldier who is in the desert with all his gear on, and he's very hot, and his head is seeing stuff. He's been shot in the leg also, and there's all this kind of like feeling like you're in an oven, right? When you see this heat coming off the ground and stuff, and he puts his rifle up and looks through his scope, and he sees his dead dad, who has died a while back, and he sees him alive, and his dad is just waving for him to come to where he is, and he's behind this, he's in a position, right? So he just goes to his dad, and what's happening really is that it's a group of the enemy, be it, I don't know, Taliban or I imagine one of these modern wars where you have which are not modern actually, but where you have the Brits in Afghanistan, or anyhow, he walks to his dad, and he's actually walking towards his enemy, who are looking at him going, what's wrong with this guy? He's just come out of his position, he's been shot, and this guy is just limping. He's put down his rifle and gets to his dad, and he sees his dad instead of seeing the enemy, and he kneels in front of his dad and looks, and as if he's going to beg in a way, and he asks his dad for more time. He suddenly realized that he's about to die, and now is when he's found what he's been looking for. That's why he joined the army in the first place. That's why he's been traveling around the world and shooting people basically. But he's about to die, and he suddenly feels that he wants to live.
I looked up and saw the shining sun, and then looked down and saw my feet, then raised my eyes and threw my scope right where behind the crosshairs meet. My head so tired from desert heat, I saw my dad alive today. He looks at me and waves as if to say, just come this way.
First time in his life where he actually feels that he's alive, and he asks for more time, and at that point one of his Taliban or enemies, or Al Qaeda or ISIS or whatever, just shoots him, and he just ends up on the floor, on the ground, on the sand, going into this weird situation where a bee comes up to his forehead and shines a light inside his head, and then a voice speaks, and in Italian and English, and there's we have a passage of Dante's Inferno there, but rest assured, the guy doesn't die. In my internal story of how this song came about, he doesn't die actually. He's left there as if he was dead, and then he's picked up by his own medics and brought back. So what happens to him after that, right? Is also very interesting. It's probably for the next CD. Then the Wars of Love. The Wars of Love is an incredible song that has taken a life of its own. It's been out there for a while, and it's the first time that I've actually managed to mix this song properly in the studio with Guy Forrester in Linden Studios. I didn't mix it, he did, and it's amazing what he's done with it. So I just put it in, and it's related to the 9/11 attacks and how these massive buildings fell. So it talks about the walls of love are falling down, and by the end of it, there's chorus, if you want, where the song just is uplifting, and presents a possibility to be better than we were. Right?
I have to tell you what I saw today. A barefoot kid in freezing pouring rain. He had no food, no clothes, 'cause he couldn't pay his fees and pay. The walls of love are falling down. The faces change to the ground. All men can do is lie down and cry before he's left alone to die. It's time to change this world around, to stand for peace and
This was recorded in many places. Some of the stuff was recorded in London, some in Argentina, actually, South America, some in New York, where I was living for a while. I was doing a Fulbright scholarship in performing arts in New York City, and I recorded some of the stuff there. And I've got amazing people here, which are all credited in the back, and they've been contributing to this album. Charlie Westney is doing backing vocals. Andrea Escofet is doing backing vocals too. Ant Foot has recorded guitars. We started working recently together, and he's amazing. So we'll definitely keep working together. He's recorded electric guitars in the first and the last song. Leandro Bernardini is the bassist in a couple of these songs, and then Mike Andreu, he's been working with me for years, and it's amazing. He's an incredible guitarist and producer, and also bassist. He recorded the acoustic guitars and the bass for Why, the second song, and the acoustics for The Walls of Love, and the electrics too. And then I've got my brother Fred Morgan playing. He's a violinist, so he's playing violin in a couple of the tracks, and Frederick Lach is playing double bass. The Flea, who's an Argentinian bassist who played in The Walls of Love, is also here. I also have Jere Novoa playing drums on Why, and Catherine, my wife, has did the recording of Dante's Inferno's piece on Why too. So I like collaborating with as many people as I can fit in. And I recorded 12-string guitar and piano and the lead vocals, of course. And it's coming out on here to the camera, right? This is coming out on the 17th of July 2017, so 17/07/17. And you can get it on iTunes, Amazon, all the digital download places, and you can get this very beautiful CD pack with the actual WAVs, which are much better quality sounding than the MP3 download, from my website, right? So sebmorgan.com.
And when I look back on my life, I will